Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Zelda. I need to talk out two things really quick here. First of all, you may notice that we're actually a slightly different position than we were when we started. That's because I had a small glitch, which is totally my fault, and not the game's fault at all, where I accidentally closed the emulator. So I had to redo about 2 dungeons worth of content, and grab a few hearts and a few other items, and, you know, all that fun stuff. So that was my lunch break. I was gonna get caught up on the paperwork side of things. So if you're wondering why the review document hasn't changed an inch, that's why. But there's a second thing I wanted to talk about, which I admit I gained a little bit of additional appreciation for. Now, big asterisk. I just played Breath of the Wild, and Breath of the Wild is 70 hours of slog with a walkthrough. It is, in fact, the 8th longest game we've ever reviewed that is not an MMO. I'm not saying that to bash it. Yeah, that's a good point, Ollie. I'll just play the theater version. I'm not saying that to bash it, but I am saying it because, well, I was able to recover 2 dungeons worth of lost content in about 20 minutes. In fact, we're done with all of the optional stuff in this game. All we have left is the dungeons. And we're over halfway through the dungeons. So I'm trying really hard not to slide into a bit of a honeymoon period there of, oh, thank God. But I have to be very honest with you. Being able to just be like, boom, and race through the game is actually really, really refreshing. I'm not going to lie to you. All right. So enough of this good music. Get out of here. Oh, God. Yeah, hang on. What do we got? What do we got? Is Zelda a good game? Let me get my vote in here really quick. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Of 100... First of all, how are you getting so many responses on your comments, Yura? So Yura put up a poll, is Zelda 1 a good game? 97 vote yes, 13 vote no. One of those 13 is me. One of the first comments, the game is so bad it becomes one of the most recognized series of all time, and more often than not, the reason why people buy a Nintendo machine. I like how totally disconnected with reality that is, that sentence. Like, automatically, the first thing that launches a franchise is thereby, by definition, a good thing. I think we could point to most franchises ever and debunk that one. So I'm just going to let that one sit there by the side. This is a fun one. I voted bad because this is the most asinine question I've seen asked in this sub, so I can't be serious about asking it. Oh, here's a fun one. There's no cutscenes, there's no dramatic plot twists or surprise character deaths. It's just you exploring a world, looking for the 8 underworld dungeons that contain Triforce fragments while getting items, some of which are found in the overworld. And then when you beat it, you do it again, but the dungeons have a different layout. To me, all of that is good. Absence of story, good. Never heard that one. Apparently, someone linked a YouTube video, which I am not clicking, that says that it's the best game in the series. Right. Sure. I will admit... Fair enough, Jello. I will admit that the game is certainly scoring better than I thought it would. But yeah, there's a reason we have It Respects Your Intelligence as a meme now. So thanks for that, Euro. Alright, so we were going to do Dungeon 6, but after having got back up to this, we're going to go back to, you know, Dungeon 5, which we should have done first anyways. So we'll do Dungeon 5. Ooh. Hopefully I didn't miss anything in those previous segments. And yeah, I didn't used to have a really bad opinion about Reddit. And then I read the questionable content Reddit threads, which is some of the most horrifically, disgustingly toxic garbage I have ever seen. And I know what you're thinking. Ah, you're exaggerating. No. No, it was like, it was like, I don't even know how to describe it. You know how someone could say, well, you're dumb? This was people who had put a master thesis in how to be as cruel and vindictive as possible about saying the words, you're dumb. Because that's what everything they said boiled down to. It makes me very, very glad I don't have a Reddit. Because, holy crap. Now, I know that that's not indicative of everything on Reddit, but wow, that was a thing. A very, very horrible thing. I was almost glad when Reddit, the company, decided to be dicks about things. Dig Dogger hates certain kinds of sound. And I decided to go ahead and stop using Reddit as a private form of protest because it meant I would never be exposed to that kind of toxic garbage again. Oh yeah, by the way, you could just take the key off the enemies like that. I didn't even do that on purpose. Yeah, it's wild, Bella. It really is. Okay, so this room sucks, and I don't think we really have the bombs to deal with that, so we're just going to nope out of that room. Aw, no. I don't even want to know, Chill Pangolins. I'm going to live in blissful ignorance, if that's okay with you. Now, I will say, ironically, Reddit is also an extremely great source of information, which is why I have a Reddit account, and I've used it many times over the years. But Reddit is there for when you need an answer to a really, really specific problem. You probably know the type. You've probably encountered that type of problem before. I encountered one with my car, for instance. Never mind some more technical issues. Yeah, trying to figure out PS3 emulation, which is much more aggravating than it probably should be. A very valid use. Oh, we're up to 8 bombs again. Excellent. I will say, though, I was expecting this game to score worse than it currently is. But I think at least part of that is because so little of, like, the meat of the game, which is the dungeons, has anything that I could actually call game design. There's nothing here. You know what I mean? Here's a room. It contains a bunch of enemies. You don't have to kill them, maybe, but you're probably going to, because you might get something for killing them all. When you do so, a way might open, or it might not, and you'll progress to the next room. Yeah, it's threadbare, and you know, we've actually covered quite a few games that are threadbare. There's just not much there. So we just give a nice big neutral and we move on. I don't actually know Chill Pangolin. I know that some enemies have tremendous knockback, like I'm demonstrating right now. I don't know about other ones. Yeah, Mystic Quest. There's not much to review there, so here it is. Oh, there's only one dungeon in all of Mystic Quest that has what I would call dungeon design. The last one. See? That was worthwhile, killing everything. We got a key. Cool. I usually end this game with surplus keys, not really on purpose, just by default. So these are Poe's voices, which is actually bad. I don't want to be fighting these yet. What did I miss? Okay, I missed several things, it looks like. In fact, it looks like that room from hell I need to go back and do again. So in the interest of doing that now, let's go back and do the room from hell. You know what? I agree with you on that, Playtool. You know, it kind of does, Chill Pangolin. Now, one thing that's been nice, I will admit, nobody's poked their heads in to say that this is their favorite Zelda game. Because Miyamoto doesn't watch my streams, obviously. Having said that, I'll just ask outright, is this anyone's favorite Zelda? And, as always, the important question, why? What about this game works for you? I meant what I said several times during the Breath of the Wild run, and I was looking forward to this run, and part of the reason why was because there's a bit of a comfort value to a game that I just know reasonably well. I don't know this game that well, but a quick glance at a map is generally all I need to get back on track with what I need to do in this game. And this is important, it'll take me seconds to get there. So as much as I'm irritated fighting these Dodongo, who are not well-designed enemies, or bosses, if you want to think of it that way, I might not have enough bombs to do this. Oh, thanks, but I really wanted a bomb, actually. So I think I can't miss. As long as I don't miss, I'll be fine. Okay, we're good, we're good. That was extremely close. Thankfully, they drop bombs. Oh, there we go. Favorite video games. I knew we'd get someone. Some insane, strange person with delusional insanity of... I don't know. Boop. Whoop. Wrong thing. Really? But this... Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Damn it, I just wasted a bomb. Whatever, let's get a bomb back. Not a bombos, a bomb back. I am going to be absolutely amused if this game ends up being net positive. I don't think it will. In fact, I could almost guarantee it won't. But the reason why is because Second Quest exists. By the way, you can only move blocks in a specific direction in this game. Oh my god. Second Quest is... I'll get there. I would say, this is just personally, I would say there's three biggest flaws with this game. We've already discussed one of them, which is early game hell. Why is this not working? One of which is the gacha, which I haven't shown off properly, and I need to, because it totally deserves a negative. And the final thing is the walkthrough-itis-iness of it. I'll try it. Again, bomb every wall. Burn every bush, right? Yeah, okay, so, yeah. I'm gonna pause here. What? Yeah, let's pull up a dungeon map here. Yeah, I don't remember this being an issue either. Okay, where are we? We are here. There's just... Okay. Cool. So... if we were out of bombs right now, we'd have to hit reset. Oh, Jesus Christ. Blue Dark Nuts. Let's unequip the bomb so I don't waste any, because I really don't want to waste any right now. Although I do have some rupees to burn. Oh my god. Don't mind me, officers. Officers. And these guys basically are just American police right here. Holy crap! Yep. Oh, I see what you're doing. You think I don't see that? Come here, come here. Come here. But yeah, this is one of those games that I was eager to play, not because I'm particularly looking forward to playing it, but because this is an incredibly historically important game. And I'm, as always, curious how such a game will review under actual analysis. As I already said, it's already been surprising me a bit. I kind of forgot how well designed the overworld was, to use a specific example there. I thought it was easier when there was like 5 of them. Oh my god, okay. Sure. I've got some keys to burn. What do we got? Well, we got a key for our troubles. That's nice. That's nice. I should probably kill the keys. You never know, the keys might give me a key. There's probably nothing in here. A room that has an item and enemies is probably just, you know, that's there for the item. Hey, Federation Builder, we live? We are live. Excellent. Yeah, I figured. Alright. Ah. I do also, I think I already said this, I do appreciate how much effort is put to make rooms look... Oh, come on! Making rooms look different from each other. I really should have gotten the upgraded sword before I came here, but whatever, I'm dumb. I forgot to, or I didn't have time to. Because, you know, I had to recreate my save, because it crashed on me. Yeah, you block. If you're attacking, you don't block. Put simply. I can use bombs on these, but bombs are kind of a rare resource at the moment. I'd really rather not waste those on these guys. I need bombs. Yeah, the sword was kind of out of the way, and I was running out of time, and it was already late to start. I don't know what this tower is, but we need, me and Druga, we need to have a word. In a good way, hopefully. You're a hello, Evo. Up. Did you just at least drop something? That would be nice. Heart, fairy. I'll take a heart. Ugh. So there's the all-important flute. If you leave a dungeon, everything resets, yeah. Okay. Just gonna make a few save states there. No reason, really. Now, we might die on the way up, but that's actually okay, because we got the flute, and that's really the important part. I have a bunch of mental stuff. There's the primary save state, there's the secondary save state, there's the backup save state, and then there's the hard save state. And that's generally how I mentally consider that. Right, so of course we're stuck in here unless we happen to have a bomb, which as it happens we do. Get me out of here, Mr. Wizard. See, you should have just done like 3D Dot Heroes, Bella. Everyone in chat, what's 3D Dot Heroes? Yeah, this is on the Switch. Where am I right now? Okay. Three Dot Heroes is a PS3 exclusive, which is a damn shame because it's a good game. That, yeah, sure. Correct, Hero. Just burn the map here. There we go. Very important. It's a surprisingly good game. It's a Legend of Zelda parody game. One of the main gameplay gimmicks is that you can get these swords that hit the screen. But only when you're at full health. She has unfortunately not had a chance to do so, Evo, to my great dismay. This is bad. Okay, we're okay. Ah! Oh god, the Wizrobes are so terrible. Like, I don't like Dark Nuts, but Wizrobes are much worse. Yeah, I know, right? He's just like, E.T., phone home. Give me some hearts, please. I could use them right now. Oh, I will, Evo. I'm quite curious, too. Thank you for the hearts. Soon, Evo. Yeah, Federation Builder hits the whole screen, like, at the same time. Damn it, a little too close. But yeah, sorry, to go back to something Yura mentioned, this is kind of a comfy game, and I think the main reason why is because I know it. Or at least I know it enough, you know. If I had no idea what I was doing, this game would probably do a lot worse. I'm saying that wrong. I think I would enjoy this game a lot worse. That's what I mean by that. Right. Ugh. Of course, Evo. I'm playing it on a totally original NES cartridge. Okay. That was fun. But we have the all-important whistle. Why is it that I'm so... Why is it that I am so positive about and so harsh towards fast travel in games? Because fast travel goes back to 86. Now, there's a bit of a caveat to the way it works, as you're seeing right now. But still, there are several warp points throughout the game, and you can just warp between them with the flute. This is kind of crazy from the perspective of a game of this era, honestly. And it's one of the reasons why I say that the Zelda series has pretty much always had a degree of fast travel baked into it. I don't know if Zelda 1 is the very first game with fast travel, but it's certainly among the first. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Well, whatever. I'll live with that. This will do. So I want to show off... Hang on, I want to save, first of all. But then I want to show off a couple of things, because I haven't shown off how bad this game can get yet. And I should probably do that. In fact, actually, is the one over here? I know where one is, but let's see if there's one. I'm just going to pull up the map really quick. There is one over here. Perfect. I just passed it, in fact. There is not, Evo, unless you're counting Breath of the Wild, of course. Oh, hey! I successfully burned down a bush. Let's see what's in here. Pay me for the door repairs. And then he steals your rupees. We have a term for this in game design. This is called a gotcha. No, not G-A-C-H-A. G-O-T-C-H-A. This is it's exactly what the word implies. Gotcha! It's the type of mechanic that's there to punish the player for having done nothing wrong. There's a few of these. In fact, I can actually probably count, if you give me a second, how many of these there are in the first quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 total in the first quest. There's much more in the second quest. I've made my opinion about gacha very clear for many years. I think gacha is almost universally a bad thing. So... Oh, also, of those 9, 3 of them are by the last dungeon. Yeah, no, you're right. It discourages exploration. So, I distinctly recall the very first time I played Second Quest. I've mentioned I've never beaten it before. Well, the reason I put it down and never went back, and this is a long time ago, was there are so many more of those. And they're actually worse, as I've already described. They are, they can actually permanently lower your HP, as in your max HP, if you don't have rupees on you. And that is exactly as fun as it sounds. That is only in dungeons. That is true. It still sucks. So, this is the Lost Woods. It's called that because, well... Now, to my knowledge, nothing in the game actually tells you how to get through here. Does anybody know? Like, real question. Does any of the random, esoteric, badly translated hints in the game tell you how to get through here? I know the old man tells you how to get up the mountain. He says, just keep going up. I remember that. Yeah, that's a good point, Euro. I'm sorry. I don't mean to ask a question that doesn't befit your intelligence. Ah, shoot. Okay. Well, since we happen to be over here. Aha! The one behind the waterfall tells you. Okay, cool. So, level 6. Also known as Hell. This is probably the hardest dungeon in Vanilla Quest, in the main quest. And it's because of these asshats. As I mentioned before, Wizrobes were nerfed in virtually every version of this game after this. Because of the fact that they're so terrible in this version of the game. No, we're not there yet, Snake Eyes. I'm terrible, okay? You gotta be patient with me. The hardest dungeon in all Zelda games? Well, obviously, it's whatever dungeon you think it is. Because whatever dungeon you think it is definitely the hardest one. I can't imagine anybody disagreeing with you on that point. So yeah, these statues are here, even in Zelda 1. These are also an iconic thing. The Deku Tree. Now, that's one I've never heard of before. Whoa, 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 there. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, God, I hit the wrong button. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. I'm just gonna get pushed into a... I might die in this room. There's worse rooms than this, by the way. In this dungeon. I'm here for you, Bella. I am here to verify your opinion as the correct one. Oh yeah, do you know the blue Wizrobes can just kind of teleport around the map a little bit? Oh my god, and I'm dead. No, I didn't get a chance to answer it because I have no brain, Federation. Do you mind repeating it, please? Blue robes are just the worst. They move around. They attack you if they're on the same level as you. In other words, if they're facing you. And they can teleport around, and they have a decent chunk of health. Oh yeah, Goma's here in the first Zelda game too. This goes back to what Memory was saying. A lot of iconic Zelda stuff started off all the way back in the original. We are still on Vanilla Quest, Vandalia. I am slow and terrible. Oh hey, we hit a boss mob. And all we have is 1/2 of a heart to our name. These guys don't tend to drop hearts. Or fairies. We do not have a potion. In fact, we could go farm for a potion. That is an option. I kind of want to buy the shield anyways. I might go do that. That's my job, Savicom. I may be sucking at everything ever. What do you think of the visuals? I've already given them a negative, Evo. What do you think of the visuals? Alright, hang on. Yeah, by the way, remember, we farmed for the ring, which reduces the damage we're taking. I used to know exactly how to manipulate the fairy, the warp whistle. I unfortunately don't remember anymore. Holy crap, Ross. Also, Voyager sucks! Alright, there we go. Okay. Got right in there. Oop, wrong one. I will say, in terms of level design, and this isn't intended in any way as an insult, I think the overworld is probably the best designed aspect of the level design in this game. I mean, I agree with you, Evo. The only reason it's not getting more negatives to Brickwork is because I've seen worse games. In fact, we showed off a couple earlier. Okay, I'm turned around. Where am I? Where am I? Okay, so a game qualifies Metroidvania if the items were difficulty options. So, hypothetical. In Metroid 6, feds track you based on your item usage. The more kit you use, the more numerous and powerful enemies come at you. If you just use Zero Suit, they can't fight you at all. You could, however, slowly take out the trackers for your per kit. Does that count? Yeah, no, that sounds awesome. In fact, I think you're stealing that idea from a Federation builder, which I'm okay with, because it's a good idea. Just credit me when you talk about it. That's all I ask. Yeah, no, like, exactly, Bellicalic. I have seen games that are awful. Just legitimately awful looking. Like this is bad. And remember, we can go down from bad. Alright, so it looks like I want a C. I'm just using the map at this point. I do have enough rupees. So let's go ahead and let's spring for that. Let's spring for that. I mean, as I pointed out earlier, I showed several games that came out the same year this game came out, which look better than it. So I do appreciate that the thing I already gave a positive to. I don't know why I'm repeating myself here. There's a bit of visual navigation in the design, which I do appreciate, that's all. One shield, please. Now, we have the Christian shield. Holy shield. Yeah, I wanted the discount shield for pretty obvious reasons. Looks like I can't even afford a potion. hang on a second. I could afford it if I do that. I might do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's go buy a potion, shall we? Well, the next game we're playing is Zelda 2, Europe, but they might notice that quickly. So... Is Zelda 2 a good game? Hey chat, is Zelda 2 a good game? No, we won't need to, Crazy Horse. And the reason why is because I know where things are. This is the second of 2 100 rupee spots in the game. Use them carefully. If you go over 255, the rest is spillage. Now, is an old lady. I really need Gates McFadden in my life right now. Ah, that's a good point, Bella. I apologize. Asinine question. I don't remember the difference between these. I'm gonna look that up really quick. Oh yeah, red has 2 uses. Yeah, okay. It's been a minute. I usually don't use potions at all in this game, because I'm a dick. Thank you, Papa Neeks. Always appreciate you. Always appreciate your support. And if you give me a moment, I will pull up this. Only I had someone to help me with paperwork. Alas. So I'll go towards contradiction. Diablo 4. Do you mind picking something other than Diablo 4, Papa Nix? I'm probably going to veto that. I haven't done it yet because I haven't had time. But I'm probably going to end up vetoing Diablo 4. The only reason I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet is because I haven't had time ever since I played it. Yeah, let me just pull this page up really quick here. Editing the meta live before your eyes. I am very glad you're enjoying it, Papa Neeks, legitimately. But me and Pax played it during the free week. What was that, last week? And we hated it. It was so depressing and so unpleasant and so aggravating and lacked so many quality of life features. It's just... The big thing is the story axis. It was so doomy and gloomy, it was actually triggering both of our depressions. And he doesn't have nearly as bad of a depression issue as I do. Like, it was just holy crap levels of bleak. And, yeah. It's telling that he has been saying for, a while now, hey, when, we should finally get around to D4 someday. And now... that has gone away. We're never playing that game. So, anyways, it is officially vetoed. I will figure out who needs to be refunded what at some point. I have no idea a noble name. Oh, no, I do, because we're playing the 3DS version, so we'll be playing the new music. Yeah, obviously Chill Pangolin, because it can't be funded anymore. I have played Torchlight 2. As it happens. This is actually a pretty short game. I just suck. The actual playtime is a little bit less than it looks like, too, because, we spent a while talking and debating, chatting, showing off other games. As I've mentioned a few times, I am. It's a pretty regular thing that I will adjust a game's time to accommodate for time not spent playing the game, or when I play it off camera. In this case, that doesn't count because I literally had a crash, and so we're not doing level 7 yet. And so I literally had to replay parts of the game. That's a little different. Not quite the same thing. We could do level 7 first, but I don't think level 7 gives us anything that helps us with level 6, other than a heart. Which, now that I'm saying that out loud, maybe we should go do level 7 before 6. That's not a terrible idea. Get another heart. Let's see. If any of these people are here, let's see. Reggie, Lateralis, Doomrider, Colgrim, Berenian, Atheru, G. Cormos, Sputnik Lock, Tastenhauer, Caspian, Maz, and Duralis. That would have been nice, Vandalia. Please poke me so we can get some reallocation going on here. I'll drop that down here. And I'll just nuke it right now. It was nowhere near funding anyway, so it's not like it's a lot. Thank God. It's like $40 total across 10 people. What am I doing? Right, we're doing level 7 first. So let's do that. Welcome to level 7. Population. A friend of mine almost always does level 6 dead last, too. I mean, there's nothing preventing you from doing that. What's the rearrangement, Pledgeable? Because it's possible I have? I have no memory of doing so. So clearly, it was Chill Pangolin who did it while I was sleeping. Oh, you're probably wondering, by the way, what's the logic in the fact that the whistle gets rid of all the water in the lake? Oh, yeah, God, I did that, like, almost a year ago, played Trifle, to make it easier to parse, especially on mobile. Anyways, the answer is, if you've been paying attention, that the whistle summons a little tornado, whirlpool thing, and then that, gets rid of the water. Well, it's funny, because I've actually already put together in my head what I would do with that Federation Builder. So first of all, obviously it's space-based. Most of the major settings have their own planet. Some of them are interplanetary. And we were building our own little, like, pseudo-Avengers thing. With Samus. God, what was the whole list? Oh my god, hang on. It's just... grab the key. Let's see, I'm trying to think of the team. Samus was the Hulk. I think Luigi was the Captain America equivalent. I can't remember everything else now. We put a lot of thought and effort into it. Pokemon's everywhere. Pikmin's everywhere. Star Fox is just out and about, and of course, they use the Great Fox to get around. That's their main ship. There's a secret in the tip of the nose. Very helpful tidbit there. But I suppose you asked me about films specifically, and I was thinking more like games. I don't believe I have your Felix the Cat. So, if we're going to do films... let me think about that for a minute. Of course, now I'm getting bombs out the wazoo. I do have the bait. I specifically bought the bait during the break to make sure we had it for this. Good night, Evo. Get some good rest. I'm just gonna pull up a map. You can officially say Dungeon 7 is when I officially pulled up a map, because I don't feel like wasting bombs. Alright, so I want to go... here. I mean, I could just bomb everywhere, but screw that. Nobody likes bombing everywhere. I only have one thingy of water, but thank you for reminding me. Didn't have time to get the rest. I didn't have time! God, I don't have time in my life. Okay, so the first movie, I think we can do one of two things. We can either start strong, which is start with Samus, or we can start on the small side, which would be starting with probably Mario. And actually making a real Mario movie. We do have 100 rupees. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, gotta be a little careful here. Just don't want to waste anything. There we go. Oh yeah, we got money. We got money for days. I bet you'd like to have more bombs. Yes, please. So now we can carry 12 bombs. So yeah, the bomb bags go all the way back to the original too. To continue the trend of it started earlier than you think it did. If it's a good movie, Yura? Yeah, absolutely. All I really ask from a movie at the end of the day is that it's good. A surprisingly difficult thing to accomplish. Ah, damn it. I think we'll start small. Oh, I could have used that at the end of the fight, but whatever. Gotta get the greed. God, they're really upping the enemy spam, aren't they? And this is only level 7. There are 9 levels in this game. And we still have to do the worst one, which is 6. 8's not so bad. It wasn't bad, Loke. But that's the nicest thing I could say about that. Grumble, grumble. So, here's another example of walkthrough. I just, what the hell are you supposed to do here? Grumble, grumble. Oh, I don't remember. I meant to look it up. Legends of Localization actually has specifically covered the grumble, grumble. To try and figure out what the hell that's actually supposed to mean. Because, it's surprisingly debated, or debatable, I suppose. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! Okay, we're just gonna abandon this room. Leave this room forever. Kill everything in here. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna look it up. Let's look it up right now. Let's just do it. Let's do it live. Screw it! Yep, nope, that's what I thought. So, yeah. See, the reason I remembered this specifically is because of the fact that it's not his stomach grumbling. Of course, the overwhelming majority of kids, including me back in the day, assumed, oh, he's hungry, and we saw the shops, and we saw we could buy meat, so, okay, go buy meat, progress. Now, what that means functionally is getting to this point in the dungeon, backtracking, finding a vendor, hope you wrote down where they were, buying the meat, coming back to the dungeon, possibly farming for rupees on the way, in order to get the thing. All of which is not great. Especially since that is mandatory. That is MSQ. You cannot progress through this dungeon, and therefore through the game without doing that. However, that's not actually what he's saying. In the Japanese, he's actually grumbling. He's muttering. It's like, and that's it. He's just angry. And the solution to Monster is angry is to feed him a Snickers. Yeah, exactly. Oh, excuse me. Which admittedly does still make sense, but is kind of a weird, like, lateral move. When it comes to, like, what? Huh? Why is that the direction you took that in? I'm so confused. You could have had him say anything, like, oh, I'm so hungry, or I haven't eaten in a week, or, you know, whatever, right? Thank you very, very much, Rayvid. Always appreciate you for that support. I hope to see you on the VODs. And I will jot that down for Plague Tale 2. Yeah, this dungeon is actually probably our first dungeon that's going to be its own negative. Most of the dungeons have been pretty inoffensive and generally decent. But this dungeon, like here, let me show you the map for this place. Let me see if I can show this off properly. You know what? I know how to do. I know what I'll do. We'll do this. We're going to do our due diligence. Let's do it. Let's do it. Behold! Okay, so let's shrink that a little bit. Let's pull it up a little bit more, and then shrink it a little more. Okay, so here's Dungeon 7, right? Nice place. Cool place. So bunches of enemies, but that's whatever. Few bomb spawns, that's whatever. But if you're looking at the screen right now, you notice there's already 3 bomb spots that, in order to progress. Now, in the dungeon's defense, this dungeon does drop bombs. Cool. Thumbs up. But not every door is bombable. In fact, there's actually quite a few that look bombable that absolutely aren't, as I'm showing us here. But some of them are, so waste a bunch of bombs everywhere trying to progress. This is also where you get the bomb upgrade. We already did that. Then we run into Grumble Grumble. He's the guy on the upper left there, which, once again, you absolutely 100% have to go through in order to progress. And this is a good time as any to mention that if you didn't get the flute, you can't even go forwards in here. So that's fun, too. And this whole dungeon is just kind of walkthrough-y, I think is the way I want to phrase that. Oh, yeah, and that's the last thing I want to point out. You see that in the upper right there? Because that is one of those Master Hand jackasses. And those guys are absolutely a negative. They are the worst type of enemy in any game. Their only purpose is to screw with you. They're not hard, they're not engaging, they're not challenging. They're there to reset your progress and flip the middle finger at the player. Wall Masters. That's what they're called. Sorry, Wall Masters. Screw them. Just all kinds of screw them. Sorry, hang on. Pause that so you don't die here. And to my knowledge, no. Although you never know. I might uncover something in my research, Vandali. Okay. Sorry about that. Back into it. Ugh. Now, to keep playing... Oh, right. I should go ahead. There we go. Yeah, LTTP is a game that will not actually get a lot of negatives. But the Wall Masters are probably one of them. Let's see. Where would I bring my date, my totally real Canadian girlfriend, who's definitely a real thing, you've just never heard of her, to in a Zelda game, in a Zelda dungeon? Yes, absolutely a noble name. Unlike Metroid, where we have Zero Mission, which, you know, is solid and awesome and is a great starting point, for Zelda, start with LTTP. If you don't like LTTP, that's okay. There's actually another Zelda, which serves as another good starting point, and that would, of course, be Ocarina. Yeah, she goes to another school. You haven't met her, Bella. So I'm bringing a turbo date that definitely is real to a Zelda dungeon. Let me think. See, my knee-jerk thought is the Snow Peak Mansion in Twilight. Because, you know, I'm rather fond of the cold, and it's a nice, chill atmosphere. No pun intended. Yeah, if you don't like LTTP and you don't like Ocarina, then you do not like Zelda. Now, hang on. There's an asterisk there, because there usually is. And in this case, the asterisk is Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is a very non-standard Zelda game, in such a way that it's entirely possible to like or dislike it, completely regardless of the rest of the series. It stands so much on its own that it might as well be its own genre. I'm not saying that to be dismissive or derogatory. Just categorization. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. Ah! I'm missing... Of course, I'm missing a bombable wall. Of course I am. Hey, sis. Just a minute. Ugh.
I forgot they were in my purse.
Oh, that makes much more sense.
Yeah, because when I got my purse, I started using my keys.
Yeah.
I still needed to put yours somewhere.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yes?
Find a pause point.
Hang on. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pause this. I'm going to get you some music going. And I'll be right back. Yeah, Moldorm will also be a negative, 100%. LTDP is a great game, don't mistake me. But just because I love a game doesn't mean it doesn't have negatives. Okay. Okay, back to the game. I missed something. What did I miss? What did I miss? Of course. God, I'm so stupid. It's a bombable wall. Yeah, I've always believed that. Something I've actually said several times is that if you pretend something has no flaws, then you're doing it a disservice. The things we love, the people we love, the things we care about, deserve to be treated with that kind of honesty and respect to look at that and say, hey, this. Doesn't mean we love it any less, right? Right? I can still look at Super Metroid and say, God, I love that game to death. But there's a reason we started that review with 5 negatives before I even hit go. Okay, this is an interesting situation. Can I shoot through the... Hey, I can. Don't have a lot of money right now, but it'll do. Yeah, oh, right. Sorry, Chrono Trigger has no flaws. Okay, is he gone? Okay, whew. Alright, negative to Chrono Trigger. Just in general. So now we have the red candle. Which, believe it or not, is actually now a reliable secondary damaging source. Although we get another secondary damaging source later, which is even sillier. And yeah, that's another thing. This was said in a much more polemic sense, but are you so... I forget the exact quote, but it's something along the lines of, are you so uncertain of your own opinion that it cannot withstand being attacked, or something like that. In other words, if you are so worried that something you like has negatives, and that speaks ill of you, what other issue is at play there, you know? And I don't mean that as an attack, because I have that issue all the time. I am constantly questioning myself. I'm constantly doubting myself, and, you know, wondering if I'm a good reviewer, or wondering if I actually like such and such, or wondering if I have the right to have such and such an opinion. That's just me. I have a lot of self-doubt. I do not have a lot of certainty in my life. Hell, I don't even know where I'm moving, and I'm moving in like a month and a half. You know? So we could kill these Dodongos, but there's actually no reason to. Thank you, Walkthrough, for helping me through this stage. God, I forgot how bad this stage was. Whoa, no. Oh yeah, by the way, the reason I brought up the Wall Masters, guess what's in this room? Come on. No? Is it the other way? Okay, do I have to kill the Wall Master to move the door? I mean, there he is. There they are, excuse me. And that sucks. It is absolutely possible, Raybed, to move it. Dying Light 2 received so little interest, it turned into what I call a dead fruit game. The dead fruit at the bottom of a barrel. But I keep track of those. I keep track of those runs. So anything anybody donated towards a dead fruit run is still there. So you can absolutely reallocate that if you would like to. I'll pull it up right now. As soon as it finishes loading. I guess while I'm loading, I'll just start tracking. I will. Okay, I'll remember that. I'll also put that towards Playtale too. Why is it labeled Part 11? Oh, I know why. I know why. It's easy to fix. Come on, YouTube. Stop being YouTube for 5 seconds. There you go. Good boy. Yeah, it's because I copy-pasted Part 17 in order to make Part 1, and yeah, you get it. I deleted the 7 and replaced it with a 1. Not that any of that means anything to you, but that's how that happened. There it is, Dying Light 2. And that was $10 you donated towards that. Done. And I will delete that donation. I mean, everyone makes mistakes. That's how it is. Oh yeah, speaking of which, hey YouTube, Hitler was a fascist who committed suicide. Okay, let me push through all these. See, I should do more errors like that on purpose in my streams or on my VODs. You know why? It's because of the fact that nothing and I mean this with total sincerity, nothing will guarantee people will comment on your video more than saying something deliberately inaccurate. Comment baiting is a very, very well-practiced policy. And for a good reason. Biggest story negative for Chrono Trigger? Oh, I'd actually have to think about that. And I've kind of deliberately not been thinking about that. I actually do not know of any YouTuber who does not comment bait personally. It's really common. Even amongst people who are just, you know, otherwise decent folk, it's just a really, really, really good way to drive engagement up. Because people will absolutely comment and be like, hey, hang on, you made a mistake here, sir and or madam. Okay, Chrono Trigger. Negative to story. Thank God the Grumble's gone. If I'm being completely honest, the fact that Marl disappears to go to the Dead Sea towards the beginning of Chrono Trigger, which is functionally a plot hole, is probably one of the bigger holes there. And Chrono does have characterization, despite not having dialogue. It's actually something we even talked about recently. Hey, Spartan. HUD is up to date-ish. Yeah, the time displacement thing. The time travel of Chrono Trigger makes 100% internal consistent sense, except for the fact that Marl vanishes that one time. And that's kind of critical, because it drives the plot. It's not a minor incident, right? Oh, I don't care at all. So, I mean, it'd be nice for more people to find my channel, so I could, you know, have more viewers and you know, get my stuff seen by more people. That would be nice. But otherwise, no, I don't care that much. No, I don't think I have. I mean, I guess that's a stupid way to say that. Yes, is actually the answer to the question. Yes, I have thought about it. Flashing lights warning. Jesus Christ. Gameplay-wise... No, it's specifically a thing. I have to push this. There we go. Which means I need to call the Wallmasters. Oh God, Nemesis. I'm glad you're not having a stroke. Why is this being so weird? There we go. Okay, sorry. So, boss battle. Very easy boss battle. This is the exact same boss from, I believe it's the first dungeon. Exact same stats and everything. We are not. So, yeah, we just run over him. I think the closest thing to a back... This is really pathetic, Ross, but the first gameplay negative that occurs to me for Chrono Trigger is a very, very, very minor problem. It's the fact that when there's several parts of the game before you get the epoch that are very backtracky, because you have to traipse through that stupid canyon in 1000 AD several times in both directions. And it's just, it's not great, you know, there's nothing else for that. Let's just go back, and then forth, and then back, and then forth, and then back. And it's technically only like 5 times, but it sure feels more like that than more than that. And if you want to do all the optional stuff that's available at that point, it actually involves more than that. And yeah, you can avoid the enemies in there. It is literal frame perfect timing. For more information, go watch my Chrono Trigger task, because I actually showcased that there. Yeah, the DS version. Oof. Favorite beat 'em up on the SNES? Ooh, Turtles in Time is my knee-jerk answer. Let me think about that for a moment, though. No, I do not, Vandalia. How's it work? FF6, ironically, has more negatives than Chrono Trigger, but I guarantee you right now is going to get more positives as well, which is... that's how that normally works, right? I do think Chrono Trigger might be our highest ratio game that isn't like a gimme game. And yeah, Chrono Trigger will probably be denser. The DS version has several improvements over the SNES version, but it also adds some really bad sections of the game. So... what genre do I have this game under? Zelda, believe it or not. No, CT is super short. So do I think a whimsical, adventurous tone makes a story more likely to be a nostalgic classic? I've heard that from enough people that I think you're right, RJ Dim. I will freely admit that I don't care about that kind of a thing. Because it's all about quality to me. You know me, I'm boring. All I care about is it a good story? Is it a good gameplay? But I've heard from many, many people over many, many years that what they really value is something that makes them feel that sense of wonder and adventure and all that kind of stuff. Having said all that, there are some games that I define as joy games, and that's a really, really small subset of games. Games that just ooze joy out of every pore. Mario Wonder would qualify that, as would Mario Odyssey. And I'm turned around? Why am I turned around? I should be exactly where I'm supposed to be. Okay, where am I? How am I turned around? Take a look at the map again, but I should be right here. How did I miss that? God dang it. Alright, alright. There is no fun. So, I get the which game would I erase my memory of question semi-periodically, believe it or not. My answer has never changed. The answer is none. A lot of times people say that they wish they could experience such and such new for the first time. I am not one of those people. My enjoyment of a work goes up with knowledge, not down. Ugh, level 6. So to me, knowing helps, right? Like, knowing makes it better. Except for bad ones. But, I mean, why would I want to experience a bad game again for the first time, little Billy? I've always considered myself blessed in that regard, Yura, and I don't mean that as like a ding or a elitist statement or anything. I legitimately do have the ability to enjoy a game the second or third or 15th time around. Oh yeah, plenty of games go down upon further scrutiny, RJ Dim. Which makes sense. After all, I am more aware of their flaws. Metroid Dread is a good example of that. It's still a great game that is still one of the best reviewed games I've ever covered. And I enjoy Metroid Dread more, having been more familiar with it, rather than presuming in blindness. That's just the way I am. That's the way I am with everything. And that's just sort of the price I pay or being able to look at something, the filter, the sifting of quality that happens. Because good is a hell of a gradient. So is great. And then there's stuff above great. And the only way I know that stuff that's above great is with that kind of exposure and experience. Or, to phrase this another way, I would never be able to truly appreciate the greats if I was not willing to accept that the goods can lower themselves in my overall perspective. Absolutely, Ross, 100%. Good example, consequently. Point in fact, I'm actually looking forward to playing through WoW for the 50 hyper-billionth time soon. Hell, I'm going through Pandaria again right now, technically, because of the remix thing. Those are likes, Lightval. They steal your items. They are dicks. That's true. Some games go way up on repeat playthroughs. Chrono Trigger is another excellent example of that. Frankly, so is FF6. And Twilight Princess. Another good one. And there's a reason why there's that oft-repeated thing about a game being better when you know what you're doing. Which is a very, very common phenomenon. Some go down. That is true. That's how that works. As weird as it may sound, I would rather know that the game is worse than pretend that the game is better. If that makes any kind of sense. Or, to phrase this another way, I know some people would rather, and this is there's no dig here. There's no insult intended. God, I'm just getting my ass handed to me here. I hate these whiz robes. Ugh. Oh my god, okay. You're probably right, Blitchwall. I've heard some people say that they would actually rather not replay, not review, not analyze, and not think too much about things they like, because they would rather hold on to the memory of how much they enjoyed it, rather than risk that going down. No judgment. No judgment. Congrats, Sectef. Okay, okay. That could be RJ Dim. Oh god, I think you're right, Kevin for 7. I think you're absolutely right. I was worried about Lufia too. I am worried about FF6. About Chrono Trigger. Oh, I'm just gonna blow it. Blow it! Okay. Now that's done. Okay. Wow, that's impressive. Considering Lufia 2 is often considered one of the better looking SNES games. So, we have now found our replacement for the bow. Yes, really. In a dungeon where the boss can be killed in one shot with the bow. It works like this. And you're probably thinking, hang on, Lore, I've been paying attention. That's 3 separate ranged weapons you've gotten in this game. Which, once again, makes more sense when you remember that these were supposed to be guns. since we basically have the entire kit at this point. Because... Oh god, you're right, that is the Birdo noise. Oh my god, listen to it. That is exactly the Birdo noise. Damn you, Nintendo. You've ruined me forever. And yeah, it has infinite ammo. It's the infinite ammo bow, like I said. Anyways, what was I talking about? Something about how games suck and death to everything. The last thing I'll say about the topic, and I don't want to come across as mean, but I've noticed there's a disturbingly common trend over the last, I'd say about 5 years, to shift towards what is often referred to as toxic positivity, or positivity at all costs. In other words, ignore the bad, focus only on the good, and just the end. And I can't, I don't even know how to properly explain how much I disagree with that. That is such a derogatory and deleterious mentality. Ah! Look, I know a smile better suits a hero. Come on, people. Ooh. Oh, God. By the way, there's a trick in this game where you can hide in a doorway and functionally be invincible. Did you know that? Did you know there's one enemy... There's actually two, excuse me. There are two enemies in the game that completely bypass that trick, and I'm fighting one of them right now. I only point that out because it's fairly normal for a new player to come up with that trick relatively early on and be like, aha, I have discovered the secret. Then you fight Blue Wizrobes. And yes, you literally one-shot Goma in this one. I mean, I do have a little bit of experience under my belt at this point, Juju's. Okay. So. Lol, era. So, how many of you reached this part of the game and basically gave up? You ran out of time or ability or knowledge or whatever. You could not, under any circumstances, figure out how to progress. Let me tell you a little anecdote while we head out here. Once upon a time, very recently, I believe it was just last year, a friend of a friend was playing Zelda 1 for the very first time. And my friend was like, hey, let me give you a couple of tips for when you play that. And the response was, no, 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 no. I don't want any spoilers. I want to go in completely blind. And it's like, okay. So he didn't. Several days later, the dude came back and was like, where the hell do I progress? I can't figure out how to keep going. And he just walked it and run into the wall because he could not figure out how to find Dungeon 8. And I'm going the wrong way towards Dungeon 8. That's how hidden Dungeon 8 is. Hello, Czar. Alright, I gotta do this first. God. Oop, too far, too far. Pay attention, Laura. Yeah, you know, as a child, I had a mentality I'm sure a lot of you can relate to right now. How many of you remember when beating a game was abnormal. When it was normal to just reach a certain part of the game and just be done. By the way, there's Dungeon 8 right there. That was just the way things were for a lot of games. It's actually funny because there's several reasons for that. Most obviously is the fact that some developers would actually specifically design a game around that concept. But, in addition to that, QA testing wasn't the same thing back then. And Lord knows QA testing is barely done justice nowadays. But back in the day, there were entire games that were made without any QA testing whatsoever. So, the game would be badly designed, because no one playtested the damn thing. Even good games that kind of accidentally lead into quality, would have weird, glaring problems with them. Because, you know, nobody tested it. And you're probably thinking, when did that stop being a thing? Believe it or not, I can actually point to the exact game, at least for Nintendo developers, when that stopped being a thing. Mario 3. Mario 3, for its flaws, is an extraordinarily playtested game, and they put some real effort, oh my god, into making sure that that game was going to pop as hard as it did. Now, I believe there are some games that predate that from other developers, but, oh, Jesus, this room. You notice how the rooms are just getting worse and worse and worse. We're just gonna start doing this for a minute, because holy crap. Ugh. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ugh. Good news is, we have the level 3 sword. Once again, there's that 3 tiering. Also true, Blade Cheval. Something one of the first lessons I ever learned about game development, I mean literally one of the first lessons I ever learned, was make someone who isn't familiar with the game test it. Because you know what you're doing, you know what you're looking for. And even if you're trying to, like, work around it, you can't test the way that they can. You need blind eyes on a game. Oh man, the invisible ink thing. So I don't remember what the book does. Does anyone remember what the book does? Real question, I do not recall. Which country? New Zealand. 100%. I should mention we've actually done the research on that too. So that's not a blind answer. Well. Worthy. So, bombing. Well, rather than waste bombs, let's just see. Which one of these should we bomb? Because we know we have to bomb one of them, right? That's pretty apparent, I would say. God, these dungeons are just getting ruthless, too. Bomb the bottom wall. Done! Whoops. Sorry. Okay. This is my life now. By the way, we should probably establish precedents for this enemy spam we're dealing with. So, and I mean this with sincerity, how many negatives do you think level 6 and level 8 deserve? Because both of them are enemy spam the level. Any thoughts? This will be important, because it'll be part of the very next game we review, which has much worse enemy spam. Like, seriously, Zelda 2, we might actually throw up the cheat flag just because, oh my god. That's actually a good point. I agree with that. The entrance to Dungeon 8 is infamous in how bad it is. It is so infamous, most people know about it simply because of its infamy. Does it make it better? We do have some kit to deal with it. I can agree with that, Blageful. And Zelda 2 definitely has worse enemy spam than this. Wait until you meet the knights who leap at you, and every time they attack, they throw out a projectile. And that is exactly as brutal as it sounds. I wrote down kit, right? I did. Good. Okay. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, God. Okay. I'm alive. I'm alive. I am unironically looking forward to Zelda 2. If for no other reason than it'll mean I'm no longer playing Master Quest. The Great Palace. The unmitigated hell. Also, so another thing in this game's favor, this game does not have Ninja Gaiden respawns. For those of you in chat who've never heard of Ninja Gaiden respawns, congrats, you've never played Ninja Gaiden. They're named that for a reason. But it's a very common thing back in the day, especially in side-scrollers. Thank you, everyone who told me about the book, by the way. It was very, very common, no, I have not, Euro, to make it so that enemies spawned on a specific coordinate. And that meant any time you went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on that coordinate, they'd just spawn over and over and over. But it actually... So you could only have one of that at a time. So what's the issue, right? There's just the one bird. Well, the problem is the moment you kill that bird, you're probably back from where that bird spawned. Which means, congratulations, when you go back to the spot where the bird spawned, the bird spawns. Ninja Gaiden spawns suck. They exist almost entirely for technical issues. But even back in the day, there were ways around that as a spawning method. And... I want to go this way. No, Savacom, I'm not. And the usage of that is just, it's so antithetical to the player being in control of anything. It actually punishes you for killing certain types of enemies or engaging with certain types of encounters at all. It is possible to glitch enemies out of existence, but that's not really something in the game's favor at that point. I have not, Yura. Sounds like something you're making up. Why would you make something up, Yura? Why would you do this to me? You like all these Dark Nuts, by the way? I forget the name of this dungeon, but this is Dark Nut Dungeon. I'm about to die. Yeah, Mega Man games almost universally got a -4 for this wonderful sound effect. For Ninja Gaiden respawns. Honestly, the Ninja Gaiden games are probably the worst games about Ninja Gaiden respawns. I mean, there's a reason to call it that. But, yeah, plenty of games had that issue. I was really happy when they solved the Ninja Gaiden respawns. And then they added it back to the Zero series because I don't know. Just, why would you bring that back? Why would you deliberately add that at a point in which there's no technical reason for it to exist? You know, one thing that Zelda 2 will absolutely get a positive for that Zelda 1 will not? Core combat. Because there is a core combat to Zelda 2. I have not, Hira. I haven't played the Famicom version of anything, really. Hold up. Double checking something really quick. Yeah, I don't need bombs. Let's get out of here. Oh yeah, we skipped a hint guy. He just says, Spectacle Rock is an entrance to death, which is completely useless information. Well, I skipped it. Where are we? I think we missed an item in here. And we did, because that's the boss, like, right there. Oh yeah, one of the NPCs in here says, 10th enemy has the bomb, which is supposed to be a hint on how the spawning system works. Where's the... Oh, I already got it, didn't I? It was the book. Was it the book? Shoot, where the hell am I? No, it's the Master Key. Isn't there, like, no reason to get the Master Key at this point, or am I misremembering? Or do we have to get the Master Key, in which case I should probably go get the Master Key. Okay, okay. Where are we? We are here. Yeah, let's get the master key. Yeah. Let's not screw around. Let's not screw around. I'm pretty sure I don't need it. Oh god, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in with hell. They're not locked in with me. I'm locked in here with them. No, I said that correctly. Link is just sitting here freaking out over these freaking dark nuts. Ah! In the back, jackass. Ugh, okay. I distinctly remember having to go buy keys during at least one of my playthroughs of this. Wait. Where am I? There I am. Okay, that's why I failed. That's why I'm terrible. It's because you have to bomb a wall. It's always a bombed wall, isn't it? Speaking of, let's go bomb something else. Let's get really lucky. Oh, yeah. I mean, LTTP is the obvious answer there, Ross, but I would say both LTTP and Ocarina have a really strong argument there. I still love how some people will try to insult Twilight by specifically saying, it's just Ocarina again, but better, and it's like, that's your insult? That's why you think that game sucks? Is because it's Ocarina, but better? Have any of you ever heard that? Because I've heard that before, and every time I hear that defense, because I've heard it several times in my life, it's like... Aw. Double aw, it doesn't even work on him. It's working off of a cheat sheet. I've actually heard that argument before, that something that iterates gets no credit, whereas something that innovates does, regardless of the quality of both works. I've actually had that discussion for years, because I've covered Pokemon games before. After all, the core mechanic of Pokemon was solidified in Gen 2, right? Like, you remember. The meat of what a Pokemon game hasn't really changed since Silver and Gold. Instead, everything they've been doing since then is trying to refine and improve, and in some cases make worse, all of the stuff on the top, like all of the functionality and mechanisms, on top of those core systems. Master Key, we now have XA. Yeah, exactly, Pillars of Nuts. The same argument. It's the same damn argument. Anyways, but if I had to put a finger on which Zelda game solidified the Zelda format, I would go ahead and pick Ocarina, I think. Even though the 2D games, I believe, outnumber the 3D games in raw numbers, even the 2D games that came after Ocarina were still influenced by Ocarina and its overall format. Having said that, I think there's another game that really needs to be mentioned in there, and we will talk about it when we get there. That is, of course, Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening is one of those weird ones, because Link's Awakening actually added a lot of innovation to the series, inventing a whole lot of concepts that pretty much every Zelda afterwards, Jesus, would then utilize. I mean, remember, Link's Awakening was the first Zelda game with shortcuts. Dungeon shortcuts. Link's Awakening also was the first Zelda game to really focus on story, although LTTP was intended to. Most of that ended up being in the manual. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do I have a... Of course I don't. And there's other stuff that I can't remember right now, because I've currently got 1 health. Fighting a Dark Nut while I'm being shot at. Give me a fairy. Oh my god. Well, I'll take a heart. 1 heart? Sure. I'll accept that. Oh god, I just noticed what boss is going to be the boss. Can these even drop hearts? Is that a thing? Can you drop a heart, please? Like Ansem from Kingdom Hearts. Did you spare a heart? I can't even remember if this works in this version. Nope. Okay, cool. Can't blow into the microphone. Please drop hearts. Please drop a fairy, actually, is what I really want. Thanks for the rupees. I don't need those right now, though. And we're dead. God damn! I don't think Pole's voice are in any of the other ones, other than like Link's Awakenings. Oh, it's Bo's in this version. Thank you. Well, we'll stay on the... hold on. So, where am I going? I just want to shortcut as much as I can here. Which is not a lot, apparently. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Oh, I think you're right, Bo, just now. Of course. You know what? Hang on. You know... Just get a little bit of damage in there. We've got a little bit of bombs to spare. Only a little. Which is why it's good that I just completely wasted an entire bomb there doing nothing. Oh my god! Fairy. Knocked into a fairy. Very deliberate. Very deliberate. Oh my god. I can't play anymore. What? What? What do you want? I don't care. Go away. Stop dragging my eye away from the screen for a millisecond. Yes, Ginger Ninja. Thank you. You should comment on the VOD, though. That way I could get the engagement from getting another comment on the VOD. I mean, I've heard that argument before, that this is actually a bullet hell game. It's hard to argue, really. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I've started getting the politician calls. You know the ones. And texts. Have you voted yet? We show that you haven't registered in this area. Did you know this person is literally Hitler? You should kill this person and not vote for them, because they are literally Hitler. Remember, don't vote for Hitler. He's Hitler. Oh my god. Yeah, 6 months until the country probably either gets worse or, contrarily, gets worse. Oh, that sucked. But at least we'll stop getting spammed with it. Alright, hang on. I hate to do this, because getting down here is such a pain, but it's not that far anyways. Hang on. Let me look at the world map really quick. No reason. I'm definitely not using the map. Using the map. Sweet! World exploding? Man, I am in. I am so in. Oh my god, Pastor of Muppets. I can scarcely believe such a thing. Are you sure? Where am I? Jesus, Spartan. I mean, who actually wants to be in charge, am I right? Thankless, terrible jobs. Oh, that was right. That was right. Grab a potion. 'Cause screw that noise. And then let's refill. Whatever you do, don't vote for me. No, no. Here's the ad campaign. Vote for me. You can blame all your worries on me. There's that lovely sound again. Yep. God, Sub-Zero. That could happen in some organizations in the past, including Rome, of all things. You could not run and then just be like, oh, well, okay. You win. What? Why? Well, nobody got enough votes. Oh, that sucks. But on the plus side, you won now. Tell you what, Ross. I will move the Chargers back to San Diego if, only if, they promise to stop sucking. By the way, the really frustrating part is we were like 2 rooms away from the boss of this dungeon. So that was all like, wonderful. I mean, Roman politics is a thing. That's the... Oh, come on! And then they drop a fairy as their first drop, just to spit on me. God, I hate fighting Dark Nuts in this game so much. It's okay, I only have to do it 50,000 more times. What are you doing, game? I'm so confused by this. Holy crap, okay. Take the bombs. That's a good question, Cool Noodles. You know this game better than me. What do you think? Because combat is a thing in this, and... I mean, obviously Dark Nuts suck, but... it's not great in general. It's telling that most of your kit is actually ranged weapons, and I've already mentioned why several times. But a lot of the benefit of that is just getting them, you know, before having to engage in sword combat, which feels like a weird thing, especially since your sword, if I'm not mistaken, is your highest damaging attack, by quite a margin. And it is very annoying, and kind of hard on the thumb. Now, that's probably part of the control issue, too, but still. Oh my god, these games. Am I even going the right way? Hang on. Double check the map. Yep, nope, this is the right way. Okay. A lot of damage on these guys. Oh, thank you. No, no, come back, come back, come back, please, please, thank you. I do agree that in a game where combat is such a huge portion of the gameplay, it probably should be the kind of thing that pops. I mean, I like the nine Iron Knuckles better. So that's my vote. You son of a submariner. That would be awesome. And will, of course, never happen. Jesus. Yeah, okay. I'll accept that. I'd get that key, but there's literally no reason to. Is there any reason to kill these? Oh! Yes, there is. To go back into the room I was just in. God dang it. I am so stupid. I mean, no, I'm not. But I am an idiot. Thankfully, Red Iron Knuckles die. Or, goddamn, I just called them the wrong thing. Red Dark Nuts die in one shot. Oh, this would be even more irritating than it was. Okay, so now we go back to where we just were. What, you wouldn't, Federation Brother? Boss time. Because of course the boss would be through a door like this. Whoa! What? I just got knocked into the door. If you missed that. Gotta rush, gotta rush. Okay. Dungeon 8 concluded. We got another melody of the Thinger. You know what? I agree with that, especially the knockback. If we're going to ding a game like Ninja Gaiden, or Mega Man for that matter, for knockback, we need to mention it here. It'll show up in Zelda 2 as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so we're ready to beat the game. We have full everything. Yeah, we're as good as we're getting. We have the Triforce. Let's do this. You! Okay. You just get to stand there, okay, while I slowly shove this sword into your mouth. God dang it, of course you can only whistle once per map. Well, see, we got the Triforce of... Actually, this is the Triforce of Wisdom, specifically. And then we gain the Triforce of Courage in Zelda 2. That's not even a joke. That's actually exactly what it is. It's why we have to face ourselves as our final boss. Spoilers, sorry. In Zelda 2. Because we have to prove our courage. And this is the Triforce that Zelda broke up. And we know, thanks to the manual, that, wrong way, that Ganon already has the Triforce of Power. Ugh, I know what you meant, Bendalia. Sorry. Oh, my goodness. Funny, I think that's what happened in Zelda 2 as well, Little Billy. So, do me a favor, be honest with me. No, actually, although some of my friends have. How many of you have beaten this game? Let's start with that. That's not the full question, but I'm building up to it. Let's count beating the main quest as beating the game. Oops. That's Dungeon 6. That's Dungeon Hell. Also, you can move those rocks to kind of teleport around. There's a weird waypoint system. I can't remember where half of them are. Here's the real question that I posit for you. First of all, are these rocks the worst enemy in the game? Silly question. Of course they are. Sorry. Bonus question. Oh my god. Why are there so many Lionels? That's the bonus question. Am I going the wrong way? I am, in fact, going the wrong way. God damn it. I have screwed up, as is my wont. They're bread rolls. That does make your death a lot more delicious. Nom, nom, nom. They're succulently crushing me to death. Nom, nom, nom. You gotta say it right, Bendelia. Unlimited Rose. I wonder what the Lionels originally were, since they shoot the same gun as you. Speaking of good luck actually finding it, there's the final dungeon. New song. So here's my question to you. How many of you have beaten this dungeon without a walkthrough guide map? As you may or may not notice, I am not raising my hand. I want to show you something, just really quick. This is the final dungeon. And I know you're thinking, and? No. This is the final dungeon. I should mention there are many routes through here. Only one of which actually leads to the boss. All the other things lead to other stuff, which, for the most part, good freaking luck. My personal favorite is this guy right in the middle here. Hang on, you probably can't even read that. Hang on. There you go, right in the middle. Patra has the map! Right next to Ganon, by the way. There he is. And yeah, so there's actually, God, where is it? I shouldn't even be looking at this, but I don't know where it is anyways. Okay, so there's the red ring, so more armor, which is helpful. And then we have the silver arrows, which are way over here. You need the silver arrows. It is quite possible to reach Ganon without getting the silver arrows. Thank you, Hippolytos. Always and ever. I hope the cinema was worth it. I hear Furiosa's good. I don't know if that's out yet or not. Yeah, I'm not even sure a guide helps here, to be quite honest with you. Or a map helps here. I do actually have a really nice guide. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and drop a save here. I guess I don't need to. I can just die. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to figure this out. So you can get in here before you have everything. But if you don't, then all of this is nothing. So that's cool. Good news is we are almost geared to the hilt. In fact, we're as geared as we can be at this point. I like that, Russell. It's not that bad. Very next second, an entire room full of blue whiz robes. What, the fake one, Yura? Like the live action one. Hero of Time, face me. That one. I really didn't like the graphics on Ganondorf, but otherwise that looked really legit. And will never be a thing until now, because it's actually being worked on right now. Although I don't know if it's live action or not. There's been some inconsistent information on that. Wow, I am almost dead already. Ooh. Oh, right, because... yeah, I lost my shit. And now I'm dead. Did I enjoy the Zelda cartoon? Did anybody enjoy the Zelda cartoon? Oh yeah, we start with 3 health. In the final dungeon. We also lost our shield. We actually cannot afford to replace it. We'd have to go grind right now to replace our shield. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. He got me on a line. He got me on a line. A lot of Wizrobes in here. Fucking Vampire Lord. And we're dead. Before I forget, let's jot down a few negatives. No reason. I don't want to forget, because I already am thinking about these. Well, I hope you enjoy it, Yura. I will be... So, I remember... Oh, God, how young was I? 10s, teens, something like that. I remember the very, very first time that I discovered the Mario Brothers 3 and the Mario World cartoon. And I had a thought, which I've never forgotten. It was, wow, I get to actually watch a cartoon show about something that I already like. And I was really happy about that. And then I watched the show, and then it sucked. And I didn't enjoy it. Sorry, no offense if you liked it. I did not. Obviously, even as a kid, I was not a big fan. So, that was actually, believe it or not, a bit of a eye-opening moment for me as a person. Because it was the exact moment I realized what familiarity effect was and how it could be manipulated on someone like me. Because that's exactly why they wanted me to watch it. It's like, oh, hey, it's a Mario show. Go watch it. And I'm like, okay. But it sucks. Now, technically, I should have learned this lesson before this. Because the Nintendo cereal predates this incident. You remember that, right? The Mario Brothers and Zelda 1 cereal? That was awful. But I got it. Because it had Mario and Link on it, and I only got it the one time because it sucked. I'll go back to Fruity Pebbles, thanks. But like I said, that's the downside with familiarity effect. Familiarity effect, when used well, can be a great additional bit of flavoring and seasoning on top of something else-wise. Or, to phrase this simply, Sure, I could play Stellaris with a mod, or just kind of pretend that I'm playing a Star Wars game, but, you know, it'd be really nice to actually play a proper Star Wars 4X game. The fact that it's Star Wars, the fact that it's using the setting and using events and characters and concepts from Star Wars is the kind of thing that would add to my enjoyment of that familiarity effect. The problem is, in reality land, what tends to happen more commonly is people abuse familiarity effect to try and get you to click, buy, watch, or play something by affixing something that you know onto something that's crap. Or at the very least, substandard. Yeah, proper Star Wars RTS would be nice, and don't tell me that about the Age of Empires clone. I think I'm net positive on Hearts so far. I have heard that, RJDM, which is hilarious because I can't stand Total War games, personally. Speaking of which, someone asked earlier, the most coffee game I've ever covered, and I'm pretty sure that would be Total Warhammer 3. It is the game that most fulfills the definition of coffee. That. Yeah, extremely well-made game. Very well-made game. I highly recommend it if you're into the series at all. Not for me. Did not enjoy that. Wanted to. You know what? These aren't going to drop anything. I'm just going to give up on them. No, Persona 5 is just a good game that I do enjoy when it's not taking forever or lasting too long. Yeah, Persona 5 is entirely too long, but what is there is good. Well, most of... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, he's got me in the corner. Oh, God, and he dropped rupees. You asshat. Oh, he dropped a fairy, so all's forgiven. What's our score so far? I haven't actually checked the numbers in a minute. Now that I got that script to auto-update, which is so awesome. Thank you again, TSB. I think that was TSB. Might have been IC. Shoot, now I can't remember. Who did the script? Ah, whatever. Ah... That's a score. That's before second quest. And we're dead. Oh. Okay. Let me look something up really quick here. No reason. Let me just look something up. Someone posted, well, that was fun while it lasted. Nothing more deflating than having to quit a game halfway through. But I can't handle level 6. The whiz robes are too overpowered. Yeah. Then several people said, just go to the 7th and 8th dungeons first. I'm sorry. I'm actually looking at a wiki because I'm seeing what kind of damage they take from what. By the way, blue Wizrobes hit 4 for 4 damage each, which is crazy. So, if this is a direct quote, blue Wizrobes are usually found in the same dungeons as their red counterparts. They try to walk towards Link, and if something's in the way, they will teleport. Unlike Reds, you can actually see him while he's teleporting. If he's in front of Link, he will shoot lots of beams. Having said beams deal a lot of damage, many players find this annoying. Yeah, so blue Wizrobes, this is the big thing I was looking for. They only take damage from 2 sources, bombs and swords. Nothing else can damage them. Thank you, Ross. Always appreciate the sub. And I suppose you know the question. Thank you for your support. Nope. No arrows. No nothing. Star Trek Resurgence. Yakuza Like a Dragon. And One Shot. The mystery game of mystery. Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. Just. Yeah, you know that kit you just got? Get the hell out of here. Wizrobes are immune to all of it. They can be hit by the basic items you've had since the beginning of the game. Okay. So we know killing all of these does nothing. Let's scooch a little bit here. Oh geez, oh geez, oh geez. Okay, that means one of those walls is bombable. Ah! 2 failed bombs. Oh, that hurts. And we're dead. 3 failed bombs, too. Damn it, FBI. Get out of here. I'm playing Zelda. Yes, Cool Noodles. I don't know where to go. And I'm trying to be as legit as I can. Yeah, this is not great so far. It's another no. We are at 4 for 4 of bombable walls. Excuse me. Oh god, I think you're right. Well, I know this has the walk to the left room. Oh, no! 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 Get off me! I already took my shield. Get out of here. Okay. I mean, he does look a lot like Child Link, doesn't he? Even though he really isn't. Ouch, Nemesis. Relatable. Could you drop, like, a fairy or a, full heal up? 100 rupees would be nice. Not even gonna mess with these. Okay, I haven't fought. And we're dead. I was short. Okay. In the interest of reality, why don't we pull up a map? How's that sound? Just a map. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see what we got here. Pull the map over here. So I can actually see the damn thing. Cool. Kind of wish keys dropped, you know, anything. You know? Just anything. Please. We've got armor on, Yura, obviously. We're wearing a ring. Don't you see the ring? Where are we? Oh, whoops. No, I actually want to go over here. It's just wasting a bomb. Don't mind me. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Oh my god. Jesus. And we're dead. Alright, hold on. What? Oh, okay. That makes slightly more sense. I'm curious if everything's going to stay bombed. Find out in a second. Because we don't have a lot of bombs, and we don't have a lot of sources of bombs either. It looks like yes, though. Thank God for that. So we are making progress by inches, but still, it counts. Turn. Come on, likes. Surely you have some health in your table? Right? I need to see something. I just realized something that could make this even worse. Hang on, let's do this. Will this be even worse than I think? We'll find out today. Okay, it does still retain the progress of bombable walls. Thank God. I actually thought that was going to be gone. I was going to be like, oh, come on. In Metroid, you could keep track of red doors forever. Can't keep track of bombed stuff here. But no, they do. They do. So we're okay. We're okay. It's okay. Things aren't as horrible as I thought they were. I mean, they're pretty horrible, but they're not that horrible. They're not that horrible. Oh, man. This is really making me enthused for trying out Zelda 2, I'll tell you what. There are specific spots in that game I am not looking forward to. Like, everyone talks about the Grand Palace. You know what I remember most as far as bad sections of Zelda 2? The run-up to the Grand Palace. Just, ugh. It's a bunch of pits, a bunch of swamp, a bunch of enemies that like to drop down on you. And you have to do several sections in a row, and if you screw up, you pretty much start all over again. Where am I? Oh, naturally. I want to go this way. Yeah, sure, Yura. So, Ninja Gaiden's gross. It has big, like, demonically looking evil stuff, you know, up on the wall. And organs coming out of the wall, and you get it. It's that whole thing. And that's not a thing I'm a big fan of. I mean, I will not be surprised if Zelda 1 scores better than this, but I think a lot of that's going to come down to the Master Quest. We'll see. We'll see. I am curious, though. Definitely. The argument has always been, which one's the worst? Zelda 1 or Zelda 2? It's going to be one of them. Oh, Jesus. I think they could have done a better job with Jacchio, especially given the fact that Zelda 1, 2... Or, sorry. Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 are actually out of order. Narratively. But work better when they're not. But that's neither here nor there. It'll be Wind Waker. Yeah! Gotta get that full contrarianism in there. So this should help a little bit. So, kind of cool noodles is the answer to your question. And now we have obtained full red power. But yes, the Master Quest in Ocarina will be considered when it comes to the review. Optional hard modes usually are just something we score and run on, but the problem is the Master Quests are different games. So, I'm having more fun with this game than Breath of the Wild. Honestly, I was. Legitimately. And I mean that with sincerity. With two big asterisks. So the good parts of Breath of the Wild I enjoy quite a lot, which is something I've talked about a few times. And furthermore, pretty much everything from level 6 onwards has been kind of beating my teeth in. And I'm not going to lie to you and say that I particularly enjoy constantly smashing my way through level 9 here. Oh, yeah, so here's go to the next room. No? This is not the walkable wall? Alright, whatever. Thought this was it. Oh my god. Please stop killing me for 5 seconds. Oh. Well, that would explain why it's not here. Ignore me. I'm dumb. But yeah, I guess the more complex answer, which is, of course, my default answer, is that at some points I was enjoying Breath of the Wild quite a lot. And at some points in Zelda 1, I was enjoying myself quite a lot. That is how that works. Possibly Lord Harriman. Yeah, I could see that. Because, while Metroid came out at a bit of a different time compared to this game was in development for well before Metroid was. And since so many of the core Nintendo staff, you know, kind of shared... it's a key. Shared, you know, staff and development and ideas around the meeting room, yeah, no, it would make sense that someone looked at Zelda 1 and was like, that's a good idea, and just ran with it. Yeah, school's out for some places. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Shoot. I went too far. You know, Mario 1, Metroid 1, and Zelda 1 had a tremendous impact on the gaming industry as a whole. Along with games like Doom, Maniac Mansion. Oh no. Okay. How do I get back? So I went the wrong way once, and now I've got a door that won't open behind me. Dune had more influence and impact than Command & Conquer. Okay, so this is this solvable? Do I have to reset the dungeon? I might have to reset the dungeon. I'm looking at the map. Hang on. Oh my god. Literally, I went one floor. I went one room too far. Thank you for the subscription, Cool Noodles. Always appreciate the support. Thank you. You probably don't care, but you could put that towards up to 3 future streams of your choice, if you'd like to. Mega Man, as much as I love Mega Man, probably wasn't a particularly influential game. Even Mega Man 2, which actually codified the Mega Man concept, wasn't all that big of a deal. Not really. Not on the same level as, you know, the biggies. Like Dragon Quest 1, Final Fantasy 1, Mario 1, Zelda 1, Metroid 1, Quake 1, Doom 1. Okay, I gotta figure out how the hell to get out of here. And I've got a map. I'm just gonna stare at it for a minute. You got it, Tunic. And Hyrule Warriors 1. And Hyrule Warriors 2. You got it. Appreciate you again. Thank you. Okay, so. How am I? I am right there. And I need to get back down to there. Is that possible? Oh, I think it is. I think I've found a way. That's a trip. It's half the dungeon. Alright, so we go back this way. Yeah. Tunic. I mean, if you want to watch me just beat my head into the wall for a while. What? No. Oh, no, I'm one off. I'm one off. Darkwing Duck versus Mega Man 1? Well, I haven't played Darkwing Duck in a while. So I'm not sure about that. Oh, come on. You're a dick, game. Game's like, I know. And I played Mega Man 1 like a week ago. Well, again, I haven't played Darkwing Duck since it came out, so... Okay, so we've reset back to here. Okay, so let's just follow the route from here. So let's get rid of this. So I can tell what the hell I'm doing. Go back over to here. My God. Level 9, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so now I go right. Ghosts and Goblins versus Castlevania 1. I'll take Castlevania 1 there. Castlevania 1 certainly had a lot of, you know, teeth punching. But it had a lot of really good stuff, too. Honestly, Castlevania 1 and 3 are probably some of the most solid Castlevania entries, and both of them have some bullcrap, too. Oh, God, I have to kill all these, don't I? Yeah, Ghosts and Goblins is a game pretty much built around the idea of unfair difficulty, which, you know, I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, that's actually a really good question, Noble Name. There's just some dude. There's just some dude hanging out here, you know? Like, what is he doing here? Alright, so hang on. So we're here, so we're going left. You know what? Yeah, I agree with that, Antlers. Ghosts and Goblins has all of the problems of Castlevania. I call that committal jumping. Committal platformer, excuse me. And, like, none of the precision of a Castlevania game to make that pop. Okay, so up. And then up. No. Castlevania has relatively tight controls, is how I would phrase that, compared to some other contemporaries. It's not super good, but, you know, it's there. Okay, so here's where I want to go. Thankfully, I have some bombs after the end of all of that nonsense. Yeah, that one mistake. I went the wrong way once, and it caused me that much of a loop back. That is definitely a memory I have of this game, right there. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's happened to me the last time I played this, and the last time I played this, I had a guide. There it is. Not really, Yura? I'm good. I'm good. Like, I've played a fair number of Genesis games, and apparently I've played all the good ones, so... Yeah, honestly, if I was playing this without a map, that would have been the moment I just was like, alright, I'm just gonna suicide and start over. No. I missed a step. I missed a step. This is the second time in a row, while reading a guide, I have screwed up. And now I really don't want to die, because I'm pretty close to where I want to be. I almost just pseudo-softlocked myself there, by the way. I did beat Zelda 2 as a kid. I also beat Zelda 1 as a kid, but I had a guide for that. Okay, so where am I going? I'm going this way. I'm so stupid. Oh no. Tell me I can go down. Okay, so hang on. Let's kill everything here. So maybe we can. God, at this point, red Wizrobes are like, oh, thank God, red Wizrobes. A break. God damn. So I need to go down. I need to go down. So, okay. Now we do the same loop we just did to get back to this stupid goddamn spot. Oh my God. So, in case you're missing what's happening here, let me try to elucidate. There's a bunch of one-way doors that you have to go through in a specific order twice. And that's true. I screwed up once because I went too far, and the second time I missed a side door which contains the silver arrows. Um, so where am I? So I need to get over there, which is right down right. Okay. So you want to hear something really sad, Memory? Or I guess sad is the wrong word. Of the old Castlevania games, the one I played the most was 2. I know what you're thinking, but Castlevania 2 sucks, and you're right. Castlevania 2 sucks. But it was a Metroidvania, which just appeals to me more. And so it was the type of game that I found more interesting than something like Castlevania 1 or Castlevania 3. So I used to replay it semi-frequently. You're probably thinking, God, how did you beat that game without a walkthrough? So the first time I ever beat Castlevania 2 was like 2012. And having access to the wealth and breadth of information of 2012 suddenly made so much of that game make so much more sense. And I finally beat the game. It was nice. I've still only beat Castlevania 2 once in my life. It was that one time. Yeah, how does this work? Which NES game took up my most time as a kid? So I'm going to not cheat and say Mega Man 5, because I was already a teenager by then. So just when I was actually a child, single-digit range, it would have to be either Mario 3 or Mega Man 2. One of the two of those. I know. Boring answers, but it's true. I loved the crap out of those games, and I've been a Mega Man kid pretty much since Mega Man came out. So... yeah, Star Wars, 100%. The NES library is good. Well, the NES library has good games. The SNES library has some of the best games ever made. So, yeah, no, I stand by that 100%. Where am I? I've lost track where I am. Right, okay, I know where I am. Taking health tax because I looked away for like a second. That's just my life, isn't it? Oh yeah, by the way, this is definitely by itself a negative. The fact that there is a whole section of the dungeon that is a one-way door, and if you go the wrong way, you're screwed and have to make your way all the way freaking back through about a third of the dungeon just to get back to where you were, is not what I would consider particularly good dungeon design. There are actually several Zelda dungeons across the franchise that pull this exact same mistake, but this might actually be the worst at that. The SNES library does have Secret of Stars, but then again, Secret of Stars is just a NES game. Alright, so attempt 3 now. I'm just slowly draining my health. Why are there so many bats in the Never mind. That's a dumb question. At least it's not spiders, right? Oh my... And we're dead. Yes, this is where Batman finally came into his own. It's pretty much going to wipe us out there. Because naturally, enemies in the last dungeon don't drop a lot of rupees. Why would they? It is nice that there's a shop right there. Which I wouldn't have known about, of course, if not for a guide. But it is nice that that's there. Brickwork. Blue Fusion Bolt. Yes, no, come back. Please, please. Oh, thank God. The 16-bit war was always dumb. The Sega threw so much money into marketing and constantly emphasizing how Sega, that is to say the Genesis, was what the cool kids played. And their marketing campaigns were so obvious, it was actually really funny in hindsight. At the time, it just irritated me. Everything was gross. Everything looked kind of awful, you know, because of course it did. But my favorite part is all the cool kids who would constantly, you know, win against their bullies and would get all of the babes. Yes, really, those are the people who played Genesis. Only the loser dorks with big glasses and suspenders and all that would actually play the SNES. But yeah, it was all just marketing limbo. The SNES crushed the Genesis like a bug in terms of sales and market share. There was never any actual war. Listen, we all know girls don't play video games. Unrelated, but the way I was exposed to most of the Genesis back in the day was a friend of mine who was, of course, female. An anecdote I am fond of sharing is the fact that one time we were up playing, I forget what, it was Addams Family or Sonic 2. And we were just playing that in her room. And her dad came in all freaked out because he thought, you know, we were fooling around. No, we were playing Sega. Okay. God, I hate this dungeon so much. Okay. I think my favorite thing about these rooms is these are all red rooms. Which, if you're not familiar with the terminology, is you have to kill all the enemies in order to progress. And there's those ever-important silver arrows. Now we can go finish the dungeon. And yes, this is what we call game design. Whiz robes for days. So I'm feeling 3 negatives for this dungeon overall. Anybody want to disagree? Hate me, kill me, stab me in the face. I'm okay with face stabbing. I deserve it. I mean, this could easily be a 6 negative dungeon, to be quite honest with you. Individual aspects of it are bad enough to warrant their own negatives. And this is the final dungeon, even though this is not the end of the review or the game. Like, this is a hell of a maze in a game that is already kind of a dick about a lot of guidance or what you can interact with. On top of being absolutely enemy spammy like crazy. And then, and this is kind of critical, respawning you here with 3 health. Like, I hate to pull the old Metroid thing out, but it's pretty much the exact same problem of Metroid. Oh, what's that? You start over 3 health? Well, sucks to be you. And there's so many red rooms in this place. You have to kill all this crap to be able to progress. This goes back to what, was being said earlier about this game being so combat-focused. Okay. I do agree that Ganon's Tower is a much better implementation of the same concept, which is just LTTP in a nutshell, isn't it? Oh, I've known Gamer Girl since I was a kid, memory. Like, I was weirded out when people are like, ew, girls don't like games, and I'm like, huh? One of my favorite other anecdotes is I have literally only played D&D once in my life in a group that did not include at least one female. And that goes back to when I was a child. That's always been a thing. So, that's Ganon. Let's go ahead and switch the arrows. He just moves around randomly. That's 2, 3, 4. And normally, that would be time. Also, fun little anecdote. Canonically, the reason why Ganon sucks here is because, this is obviously a retcon, but this was supposed to be after the Oracle's games, which had a inaccurate and bad resurrection, so this Ganon never actually came back to full cognizance or power, so he sucks. This is also why Calamity Ganon is a non-character in Breath of the Wild. To repeat, this guy. I got the thing! Because Zelda qualifies as a thing. This ends the story. And yes, this was back in the day when they would use fake names in order to try and avoid poaching and other problems. No, she doesn't kiss us until Zelda 2. Another quest will start from here. Press the start button. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hell. Let's grab some saves here. Oh, okay. I need to take a moment. I apologize. I'm in charge of dinner tonight, so I need to go figure out a couple of things. I will be right back. Yes, we are, Vandalia. I do apologize for being the worst thing ever. Alright, so, second quest. So I have played a bit of Second Quest, obviously. I've never beaten Second Quest. So, this will be a first for me. I do have a map up over here. I'm not going to use it yet. We're just gonna be blind for a little bit. Roam and hate ourselves, I think. Like, you've heard of Netflix and chill. This is roam and hate yourself. We'll see how this works out. I'll just dot that down really quick. Alright, so. Please give me a sword. I don't know the rules, I don't know the precepts, I don't know anything. So let's... I think the overall map is mostly the same? I'm not even sure. It is dangerous to go alone. Take this, and it's a cat. Yeah, Breath of Loathing. Well, that's the case. What does this cave lead to? Nothing fancy. Alright. Yeah, just now when I was upstairs asking about what people want for food, the cat immediately rushed up to me, obviously knowing that I'm the only person that ever feeds him, and started rubbing up against my leg. And I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but since he was doing it right next to some fur balls that were just lying on the ground, I'm just sitting like, what do you want from me, cat? You clearly don't need any more food. Well, I'll take the rupees. Oh, I'm sure he was asking for food. It's the only reason he cares about anything. My eldest and I have debated before that if you could understand what a cat or a dog says, every word would just be the word food. Okay. Okay, a little bit of a different setup. That's okay. We're cool. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Is this different? God, I'm not even that familiar with Dungeon 1. There's the boomerang, so cool. I feel like, if nothing else, this is new because I don't remember the statues shooting at me at the last time around. I do find it funny how Stalfos are traditionally some of the biggest, heaviest enemies in the games. Like, look at Ocarina's Stalfos. Those guys are mean. And they actually are specifically designed to require a different strategy to beat them than most enemies in that game. And here, they're like low-level flunkies. Like a step below moblins, almost. Which NES game started this trend of a second quest that's nearly identical but worse? I'm not sure, Plutonia. It might be this one, considering how early in development this was. Ow. Okay, can I even... And we're dead. When did Ghosts and Goblins come out? Can someone check for me, please? What's funny is, unlike Ocarina's Master Quest, I don't think they hit harder. I just think they They moved the tier of enemies forward a little bit. I mean, so one of the things I talk extensively about... Jesus, we're dead. I'm gonna hate this, aren't I? One of the things I talk about extensively is difficulty design and how I value good difficulty design. Designing whole new dungeons with whole new enemy encounters and spreads and puzzles is certainly a hell of a way to do an alternate difficulty, a higher difficulty, and the kind of thing that is extraordinarily rare, probably because of how insane it is to do. It's basically making like another 0.5 of a game, right? Map pack on top of everything else. Ugh. Hypothetically, I should be really in favor of the Master Quest concept. I say hypothetically because, I am getting mauled in here. Jesus. Slowly increasing my rupee count. That might be worth something. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, the thing is, it's kind of hard for me to tell if this is done well or not because all I'm doing is getting mulched by the first dungeon. This is the Deku tree, and I am getting destroyed in here. And I don't know if you've ever watched me do the Master Quest in Ocarina, but I've done that on camera. And I got... Oh my god! Okay. Yeah, so the Stalfos... I take back everything I said about the Stalfos. I'm sorry I made fun of you. I'm sorry that I said you were bad at video game. Whoa! I also did the Grand Palace on camera. In one unedited take, specifically as a way of proving that I could do it, you know, without cheating, without editing. Seriously, it's on the VODs, if you don't believe me. It's actually not a stream. I was part of the Then and Now series. But I did it. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I mean, maybe they do, Noctis, because we could grind for a ring right now. That is possible. Although I don't know where the vendor is. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it! Come on, I can make it past this room. I haven't made it past this room yet. Surely I can accomplish this task. Holy crap. I didn't, Blade Cheval. This is second quest. Hey, Lunarith. And yes, we finished the main game. What? Left or right? Let's try right. Right feels like it's more optionally. Sure. I don't have the ladder. Right, I keep thinking I have the ladder, probably because I just did. Oh god, Lunarith, you have no idea. My thumb unironically hurts because of this. It's painful, like actually painful. Not the worst painful, because I've played Skyward Sword. But, you know, it's not great. Oh my god. Depends on how much I'm trying to go that direction, Cool Noodles. But yes, that is absolutely something I do. I will freely admit to it. Okay. So that was a dead end and a health tax. Cool. Or a bomb room. I didn't use the bombs. I can kill this Dodongo. Ah! Well, okay. Please don't have respawned. Thank you. Okay. No, not you, Fulmontre. I'm not sure what to do here. Okay. Okay. I do too, Chill Pangolin, actually. Some of the later Pokemon games will do exactly that. I'll take that as a compliment, Fulmontre. Thank you for your kind words and thoughts. I know I suck at everything. Worthless and terrible, but it is nice to know that every now and again. Just a little bit, you know? Thank you. Okay, so once again, going to that LTTP thing, each of these blocks is giant things of blocks, so none of those can be the push blocks. This... Yep, that doesn't have anything. Okay. Unfortunately, we can move every block in here. So we're going to be here a minute. Appreciate you, Philmontre. Okay. None of those. Okay. Could be one of these, but we have to kill first, so let's do that. Yes, give me your hearts. Oh, there's some bombs. That's nice. So, we have enough bombs to check. I almost don't want to, but it's either bomb up or bomb right. Okay, it's bomb up. Actually, no, believe it or not. Although I did like the show. I actually got in trouble once for calling a friend of mine as a affectionate kind of a thing. Queen, pulsating, bloated, festering, sweating, pus-filled, malformed slug for a butt. Her parents were not happy about that. She didn't mind, because she understood the reference. Okay, so now we're up here. Well, I hope you enjoy it, Linarith. And spend no money on it. That's all I ask. I don't have a key. I don't have a key. Oh, thank God. And we're dead. On the plus side, we only have 3 health, so we respawn with full health. You know, every time I see one of those streams, you know, the multi-day streams playing one game very, very slowly, I found myself thinking, how does anybody find that engaging? Dead air is something I've been fighting against since I first started streaming about 10 years ago now. That is a concept I'm well familiar with. The idea of just being like, yeah, it's fine, and letting a game just sit and rot for that long is just kind of alien to me. God damn it! I wasted the bomb. I suppose we could do a silver number. Sure. We'll take a break. Rest my poor thumb. God. So, obviously it's going to be a net negative. I think we can all agree with that. Not as long as I used to be able to, Ross. I used to do 10 to 12 hour streams semi-regularly. Nowadays, I'm pretty wiped after about 9. The silver number for Zelda 1 is negative 44.52. We tried, Loke, but Breath of the Wild is a great game that there's nothing wrong with anybody for liking. But it's uniquely terrible in one interesting way. So there's no real way to mute the game, because there's no audio options. God damn it. God damn it. Negative 44.52. Because there's no audio options whatsoever. Which means you're just kind of stuck with the music playing pretty much whatever the hell it wants to, which it will do almost randomly. And it's always this really high-pitched kind of piano thing, which is fine under most circumstances. But it means that because you can't mute the music, any other song sounds discordant and weird because periodically just someone leans on the piano in the background. So we never really played a lot of other music when we were going through Breath of the Wild because we kind of couldn't. Okay, first boss, same dude. Okay, that's not terrible. I can live with that. Maybe I can die with that too. God damn it. That was Dungeon 1. We were 1/9 of the way there. Well, let's head to Dungeon 2 since I know where it is, and I'm sure it'll be a safe and smooth journey with no issues whatsoever. Overworld seems mostly unchanged, so I don't think I'm going to do so much that. Unless the cave changes are substantial enough to warrant, some kind of other consideration, so we'll see. We'll have to hit every cave as we go and constantly have people say, give me life or give me death. Which is not what they'll say, but, I like to pretend. Could you guys chill for a sec, please? I'll take the bombs. No, this is the best game ever, Blade Javal. I am very looking forward to continuing to go through the hard mode of Zelda 1. That's actually not. Let's not. Let's wait on that. Yeah, Zelda Lost Levels. Enough said, honestly. And if you don't know my opinion of Lost Levels, well, I've already reviewed it. Currently, it's one of the current reviews. Ooh, okay. Nope. Is this what I think it is? Oh, jeez. This is not what I think it is. I mean, it's level 2. That's not what I wanted. Although I guess it is what I wanted. Alright, whatever. Let's do this. Excuse me. Ah. Dang it. Okay. So here's level 2. Right? Okay, this doesn't look like level 2. Alright, cool. Don't worry, we'll start to get story positives in Zelda LTTP. I don't know if Zelda 2 will have any story positives. I really don't. Like, there's NPCs and they say things. But, like, well... Oh my God. But you know how that works. I don't know, mystery by itself is not what I would consider a positive, especially if they never solve it. They never answer it. Oh yeah, speaking of which, thank you for reminding me. Music negative. Before you complain, please remember, I'm fragile. No, good. Complain, I'll take it. I'll take it on the chin. I'm ready. I'm ready. No, just a music negative. We've actually covered this music negative many times. Because there's the overworld song, there's the dungeon song, and there's the last dungeon song. That's the music in this game. And you just hear this song over and over and over again. And then you go into the dungeon, and then you hear that song over and over and over. The repetition is actually the problem. Whoops. And yeah, that's problematic design. Speaking of which, right. You know what? I think you're right, Cool Noodles. Just listening to it for a second. I mean, hang on. Unlike Breath of the Wild, I have the power to mute this game. So if I just nuke this for a second. Give me a sec, give me a sec. Right, I didn't have it ready, so you gotta give me a moment. Why are you so impatient? Why are you yelling at me? There we go. I will be the first person to admit I don't actually like the song that's playing right now. But man, that's night and day. What? Welcome to Dungeon 2! Oh god, they hit hard. Randomizer. No! No, please. Sorry, I thought I smelled burning. I think someone's burning leaves outside. Sorry, I used to work in a data center. You smell burning around a computer, you immediately look into that. Because the sooner you catch that... I think this song is nice from an atmospheric perspective, the one that's playing right now, but it's not something I would listen to, like, in its own right. I think the Dark World song is a much better version, but it's funny because I think that about most of the Dark World music. Swordless Run. I mean, if someone donated that much money, I would have to do it. I would not enjoy that experience. I'm not sure anybody else would enjoy it either. It'd be a torture run. I know those are things. What terrible thing do you want me to do for money? You know how those go. Yeah, ironically, I had a decent sense of smell before, at least for certain types of things. I have a much better sense of smell now, ever since the surgery. Blindfolded punch out. Get the key, get the key! Okay, I think I got the key. Ah, he's fine, Zach Taft. It's not like he needs to drink, or go to the bathroom, or anything like that. But look, I'm sorry, Cool Lotus. I'm not trying to agree with you, I swear. I'll do better. I'll do better. In all honesty, one of the things I tend to be most accused of on my show is for having normie opinions. You know, what's my favorite Final Fantasy? 6. What's my favorite Mega Man? Well, that's actually kind of variable, but, you know, it's the big ones. 5, 11, and X1. What's my favorite Dragon Quest? 5, 8, and 11. Like, I have such normal opinions. What's the best Star Trek movie? 6. What's the best Star Wars movie? Empire. I do. I like popular things. And I will freely admit, when I was a lot younger and even more unsure of myself than I am now, that used to bother me. For the same reason it bothers most people, because it's a perceived insult. Nowadays, nah, yeah, exactly, vulgarity. Nowadays, I got a system. I have a lot more confidence in the review system and being able to point to something and say, yeah, no, this is cool. Because it is. Super Metroid is one of the best games ever made. I have made evidence. I have done my scientific paper. Then that would be the kind of comment that would not surprise me at all, Ross. I hear that semi-frequently, to be honest with you. I think a lot of people put Empire as the first because it's usually listed as the best. That's a fairly typical thing, right? And again, no offense, I do the exact same thing. Did, past tense, the exact same thing. Where you hear a common consensus opinion and you just kind of repeat it. Right? You know what I'm talking about. No judgment. We're humans, we get it. I mean, you're human. Oh my god. Okay, sure. No, 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 no! I missed! And we're dead. I can't hear this song right now. Best Trails game? Well, I've only played one of them, so the one I've played. I mean, it is Star Wars. The only FF I've ever played that has challenged 5 in pure gameplay is 10-2. A surprisingly good gameplay game. Best on-rails game? Star Fox 64. 100%. I have played some of the Ys games, but for all intents and purposes, no, I have never played the Ys games. Like, in every way that counts. That is a good question. I don't know, Blake Duvall. Who knows? It's not even out on PC yet. Favorite Disney animated film is Lion King. Unless we're counting Zootopia, which I am not. Because that's CGI, and that is a different medium. And therefore, in my opinion, should be counted as different. Alright, let's see what's over here. I skipped it last time because I was trying to conserve keys. Oh my god, okay. You just want to hurt my thumb more. Just admit it. Hercules is alright, but I would actually put Emperor's New Groove above Hercules. Personally. Like that. Compass. Completely useless. Whatever. We know there's nothing there now. Tarzan. Yeah. No comments. Except your parents are dead. Sorry. Sorry, Yura. I have failed you. Especially since you hate Lion King. And honestly, if you hate Lion King, then yeah, you probably don't like Disney movies. That's not a dig. It's the litmus test, right? It's okay. We've got another litmus test. If you don't like the live-action remakes, congratulations. You might like Disney movies. You know, the originals. So we're not Spartan. We're only a little over halfway through the game. We are doing the second quest. So I've actually... hang on. Lunareth has something that's gonna... oh god, I'm dying! Lunareth's trying to get me killed. She knows it's the only way to stop my slander about Diablo Immortal being the worst game ever made. Well, like ethically. Oh, come on! More of these? Can I get like 5 seconds of a break? I've actually seen Rescuers, but I used to rewatch Rescuers Down Under semi-frequently. And yet, for some strange reason, there's only one thing I remember about it, and that's that albatrosses have really big wings. Bonus points if you remember why. So first of all, thank you for being part of the show, Lunareth. You ask, is there any game that you can realistically get funded? Well, that's an interesting question. It's actually kind of... So, by design, no one person is supposed to be able to fund a run. That's very, very, very much by design, and has been for several years now. Indeed, one of the points of the plural voting method, and being able to do the points like you just turned in, is to try and add more people's weight and vote into getting a run funded. That being said, if there's a particular run you've been pushing that no one else is touching, then that probably means those people either A, do not know that that run even exists, or B, have no interest in it. So my first bit of advice would be to try and shop around a little bit, see if anybody else could be tempted into being interested in trading with you. Oh, that's not... sorry, I thought you were asking a much more long-term philosophical question there, Lunareth. I'm sorry. See, I'm dumb. You gotta understand, like really dumb. Like, when they made my character sheet, I don't actually have an int score. They just splotched a whole bunch of ink on it and just called it a day. Yeah, see, I'm doing second quest. You can see how stupid I am. I'm displaying it on camera right here. Yeah, what's your int modifier? Nope. Non. Or NA. Do I like Princess and the Frog? I like one scene from Princess and the Frog, and you know the scene. You do. You know exactly what scene I like from that film. Don't front. It's actually the lead up to and follow through of the villain song, but yes. Everything around, I got friends on the other side. Ah! That was a dick move. I was hanging pretty well, and he was just like, no, I'm gonna kill you now. So, a game that's nearly fun... Well, I mean, I don't know. Pull up the list. See what's nearly funded. I think the answer is nothing. Like, I know Doom Block looks close, but it's actually not. It's got like a good 10% left or something like that. Ow. God, these stupid mummies hit way too hard, and they don't drop hearts. Dawn Trail is funded, yes. Or Within isn't funded, but it will be. I don't even know what that is, Star Wars. So I suppose by default the answer is no. Hang on a sec, where am I? Ratigan was a great villain. Changed my mind. But yeah, more or less by design, nothing is really particularly close to being funded right now. Because I know that I'm about to take a unknown period of time break from video game streaming. And the last thing I need is for games getting funded during that break. No. Little Billy. As per our usual policy, we just kind of skipped all of that. I would appreciate it if you don't, Blade Turfall. Oh, god dang it. Although I'm not sure you're physically capable of doing that either. Which is the other side of Lunari's question. Again, one person is not supposed to be able to fund a run. Unless it's a really, really short, like, one-day run. That can and has happened. Best MCU villain that isn't Thanos. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Ross. It's going to be jury rig, but we need to get through those. And I don't want to take an I don't know how long off. The end when Ratigan finally becomes bestial and just kills everyone. Perhaps, yeah. God damn it. I hate fighting these. Yeah, that's a good point. Sisters of Takuma is much better. God damn it, he never turned. I kept waiting for him to turn. He never turned. Oh, thank God, Bladefall. Wait, that's a bad thing. No! Not you not giving me money. That's great. not having disposable income. Very appropriate music for the moment. Yeah, I see. A lot of people have praised Killmonger. I would be remiss if I did not mention the Ironmonger as well, from Iron Man 1. And of course, it's kind of a technically, but Loki. Oh, that's the boss. I don't think the boomerang does any damage here. And we're dead. I don't think Magneto's a very good MCU villain, personally. Mostly because he doesn't exist. Yet. Ugh, multiverses. Alright, anyways. Ow. Ow. I never did say thank you, Linareth, for being part of the show. Thank you, Linareth, for being part of the show. Yeah, but that's like saying your favorite Disney princess is Leia. You're pulling it technically and you know it. Oh man, I'll take Sister of Takuvma over Ironicus any day. Rapunzel. Remember, it's 3 things, Linareth. But I'll put one of those towards Urquan Masters. Hang on. Where was that question? There it is. Chill Pangolin. As the proprietor of an obscure list item, what is a polite way to guard our interest? Wing Commander. Okay, what's your third one? And Picard Season 3? Hold on. Just hold on. Okay, so no, Picard is not already on the list, and the list for Streaminations is closed. So I will reject that one. Also, if you're adding something new, you can only add one thing anyways. Yeah, I wasn't sure, Linareth. That's why I had... God damn it! That's why I had to double check. At least, you know, drop a heart when you're done plowing me. You mean in like a month or two, Pillars of Snow? Oh, and in case anybody here hasn't heard that, the Streaminations list is closed to new shows, and might be so for quite a while. Like, that's probably not going to change anytime soon. Yeah, this isn't actually LTTP. Good ears. Actually, yes, Yura. It's been a while since I've played Street Fighter. And I really liked Mortal Kombat 11. Quite a bit. Very good, Cool Noodles. Yes, this is Four Swords Adventures. Also known as the only game that's probably going to challenge Link Between Worlds for the top 2D slot, I think. We'll see. Did something happen to cause it? No. But it's been coming for a while. The long and the short of it is that I'm dead. The long and the short of it is that the Streaminations format isn't great and takes up very valuable time. So, thanks to some math and some reality, I realized that unless I could do the Streaminations better, they're just kind of getting canceled. they're getting negated as a feature. I don't remember liking the Oracle's games particularly much, Savicom, and more to the point, I sincerely doubt they'll score better than LTTP, which will probably not score as well as Link Between Worlds, which is probably going to be the winner for the 2D slot. So, no. Having said that, I'm pretty sure every 2D Zelda, except for the one I'm playing right now, will score quite well. And honestly, I mean, of course this game wasn't going to score well. Someone actually unironically asked during the Breath of the Wild review, hey, is Zelda 1 going to score better than Breath? And I'm like, no. Dude, no. Just right out of the gate, too. The MLP streaminations were legit, but also showed a lot of the weaknesses of the format. Breath of the Wild was a net positive, yes. Okay, so I got some bombs. I can do this. Nope, I failed. Oh, I failed even more. Oh, you're such a dick. Ah, die! Die in a fire. I'm not super happy about it either, Loke, to be quite honest with you, but I think like a manager. And a manager needs to know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk, when to run. And this is definitely a when to fold them thing. The streaminations, trying to keep doing the streaminations is just going to result in some badness. And nobody wants badness. In all honesty, I have been putting some very sincere thought into... Really? This is the map, really? Into axing all streaminations that are not actually currently funded. Just nuking the whole list down. Other than the stuff that's already funded. That's a commitment. If something's funded, that has become a commitment at that point. See you around it, Noble. Enjoy the cheeseburger. 2 Pepsi, Coke. Well, hopefully, I'll do it during the lore run, Ross. I know, that doesn't help you at all. But that is probably the real answer there. Jesus Christ, okay. This frickin' room again. These statues are the worst. And I, of course, can't do anything about them yet, other than die. I can't die. Death is so wonderful. I love dying. I will not ruminate on anything ever again here. However, Arcane is something we will be covering during the Streaminations block. I'm tempted to, wrestle, so like, this is ridiculous. I'm tempted to just go grind. Because it actually feels like that's exactly what it wants me to do, is to just go grind. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to sound braggy, but I've been doing reasonably well. But any mistake at all, is horribly punished. Like, these guys here literally hit me for 75% of my health per shot. If I screw up like that right there, and they just turn around for less than a second, death. And it is straight up death, and go back to the beginning. Well, the good news is my food's almost here, which means I should probably chop off and get ready for that. So tomorrow, hopefully at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, more of grinding ourselves into pulp.